Hi guys, so I wanted to share with you this video on these treat boxes, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the differences and what I found with the two different types. This one is the Sizzix. It's by Lori Whitlock. It's a little bit taller, and this one is the newest release from Fawn, which is smaller. So they're about the same width, but let me just show you. This is the Sizzix die, and that is the number 659719, and it's called the Box Scalloped Gable. And the approximate assembly size of this says, let's see, 3 inches by 4.5 by 1 7/8. Okay, and then this little guy here, so just to see the difference in height, this one is the Lawn Cuts by Fawn, and it's the Scalloped Treat Box. And this approximate size is 1 5/8 by 3 by 3.5. So there are the two different sizes. There are a couple of differences and similarities. So what else I used, I wanted to share with you, was again this. I shared this in another video. It's by Pebbles and it's called Boo. So I used that. And then I used, this is also a new release by Fawn, and it's Scripty Sweet. And I also used these bows from Recollections. And I used the Scalloped Punch on these two. So, in my personal opinion, I like the Fawn one better, just because of its size. So when you put them side by side, you can notice the difference in height. It's about 1 inch in height difference. And the depth is pretty much the same. There is about like maybe 1/8, I would say 1/4 of a difference, 1/4 of an inch, a little bit less. If you can see that, that's the overhang right there. This is the Sizzix one. So it's a little bit deeper, and the width is the same. It's 3 inches. So what I like about the Fawn one is just that it's shorter, and I don't know, it feels less bulky to me. They're both beautiful. They both cut cardstock. They both cut chipboard. The Fawn one, lightweight chipboard, but I wouldn't use chipboard anyway. And this one, of course, it's a steel rule die, so it does cut chipboard. What you need to know about the Sizzix die is that you need a crease pad. Now, instead of putting the other acrylic, like your normal sandwich, which would be the 2 plastic plates, you put 1 plastic plate on the bottom and this facing, you know, like this. So this is the die. You put the paper on top, and then this instead of one of the other plastic cutting pads. And why it is, it will still cut the die, but then the crease pad makes the actual crease marks where you fold your paper. What I also found is if you don't use thick paper, even with the crease pad, it tends to go through, tends to cut through. And what I mean is I had cut a couple of these, and from the inside I had tried to put washi tape, but this is just the regular cardstock from the designer paper. And when I ran it through with my crease pad, you see how the creases sorry. Let's see if it's okay. Instead of making a crease, it kind of went right through it. So that's something to think about when you're, because the steel rule die is so powerful enough to cut cardstock and all that, it's just something to think about even if you do have the crease pad and you want to make your folds. So if you do use thicker cardstock as your base, then everything is fine. What I found. You see the crease marks are nicely done. I glued everything down, and here are the crease marks here. So everything went fine with the thicker cardstock. It's just something to think about. So the Sizzix die also comes with the feature of cutting out a tag, and that's what I did right here. And the stamp set I used is very, very old. I only have a couple of Halloween stamp sets. And this is Blackbird by My Mind's Eye. And then I actually cut the sentiment to fit onto the tag. So it comes with the two pieces. Whoops. So this is the tag. And you can just layer that, or you can use it on its own. I actually find the tag is a little bit big, even for like the proportion of the treat box. It's kind of big. I don't know, like bulky. Now, I love both of these dies. I will definitely be using both of the dies. As far as price, this one seems to be more economical because you can find it at Hobby Lobby and you can use a coupon. You can find this online for less than what Lawn Fawn itself charges, like in Jamie's shop, Not Too Shabby, Marker Pop, maybe places that offer a coupon for the week or the month. You can get it a little bit cheaper, but it is about $5 more expensive than the Sizzix one is, I think, $29.99, and this one is $35. So that's also something to keep in mind. But I don't know, I just like the ease of the Lawn Fawn one, and it's just easier for me. I don't know, and I like the shape. It's just smaller. I like that there's not that extra bulk to put, you know, more, I guess, overhead if you wanted to put bigger treats in there. So the other thing that I wanted to mention was that neither of these work with 6x6 paper, which is kind of a bummer, especially since you would, if you wanted to use Lawn Fawn paper, you couldn't use their 6x6 paper pads. You'd have to buy their collection packs. You can't already use existing 6x6 paper pads in your stash, which is kind of a bummer. But, you know, that's something to keep in mind. But other than that, I just put a little ribbon. I cut this with glitter paper and put a little bow there. On this layer, I just took a 1.5 sheet of paper, and I kind of folded around myself and then cut off the end, gauging where the folds would be, and then glued it. Like this one just fell a little bit short. You can see there. And then with this one, I started sort of like, I started here, folded it, and then went around and ended there. So the seam is a lot less easy to see. So if you have any questions about these products, I would totally love to hear what you have to say. If you've used any of these dies, I would love to hear which one you like better. You can, obviously, if you have like a silhouette, you can probably find this online or print a template online as well. You know, they're not for everybody, but I know for sure that with every holiday and birthday celebration, I will be making these little treat boxes. I'm doing these for Halloween for my daughter and her friends. So I just thought, you know, if you guys wanted a little more information, this video might help you either buy the one that you were on the fence about, or not buy either of them, or, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to help you guys out and tell you what I found as I was creating and cutting them. So I hope everybody has a great day and a great end of week, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.